In a warehouse somewhere in the near future, a humanoid robot folds a box, turns, walks across the floor, and places it on a conveyor belt. No breaks, no complaints, no fatigue. It looks almost human, but it isn't. And the company building it believes this could replace millions of jobs. This is Figure AI. The problem is simple, but massive. The global economy is built on human physical labor: warehouses, factories, logistics, retail support. Entire systems depend on people lifting, sorting, carrying, and repeating the same tasks every day. But labor is becoming more expensive. In many countries, there simply aren't enough workers willing to do these jobs. Aging populations make the shortage worse. For decades, robots were supposed to fix this, but they never fully arrived. Industrial robots existed, but they were locked in cages doing single repetitive tasks. They couldn't adapt. They couldn't walk through a warehouse. They couldn't think. That gap is exactly what Figure AI is trying to close. Figure was founded by Brett Adcock, an entrepreneur known for building and exiting multiple tech companies before entering robotics. His vision was bold from the start: build a general-purpose humanoid robot that can operate in human environments without redesigning the world around it. The company moved fast. It attracted attention not just from engineers, but from some of the biggest names in tech investing: Microsoft, NVIDIA, Amazon's Jeff Bezos, OpenAI's startup fund. Major capital flowed into what many saw as one of the most ambitious robotics companies in the world. At the center of Figure's work is its humanoid robot, Figure Zero One and later Figure Zero Two. These are not traditional factory machines. They are designed to look and move like a human body: two arms, two legs, a torso, a head containing cameras and sensors. But the real breakthrough isn't the body, it's the brain. Figure integrates advanced AI models that allow the robot to understand language, interpret its environment, and make decisions in real time. Instead of pre-programmed motion, it learns how to perform tasks through training and experience. In demonstrations, the robot has been shown doing simple warehouse work, picking objects, sorting items, and responding to spoken instructions. The goal is not perfection. The goal is usefulness. Why this matters goes far beyond robotics. If Figure succeeds, it changes the cost structure of labor itself. A humanoid robot doesn't need shifts. It doesn't need health care. It doesn't sleep. In theory, it could work 24 hours a day in environments designed for humans without requiring companies to rebuild infrastructure. That means warehouses, factories, and even retail logistics could be transformed without massive redesigns. But it also raises uncomfortable questions. What happens to entry-level jobs when machines can physically replace them? What happens to wages when labor becomes optional? The future Figure is aiming for is not science fiction anymore. It is already being tested in controlled environments. One of its most important early partnerships is with BMW, where Figure robots have been tested in manufacturing scenarios. These early pilots are not about replacing workers immediately, but about proving reliability in real-world conditions. And that is the hardest part, because robotics doesn't fail in theory, it fails in reality. Dust, lighting, unpredictable human behavior, broken systems. The real world is messy. Still, progress is accelerating. What once required custom-built industrial arms and rigid programming is slowly shifting toward adaptable machines powered by AI models that improve over time. If that trajectory continues, humanoid robots may move from experimental labs into everyday logistics within the next decade. But Figure also faces serious challenges. The technology is extremely complex. Batteries limit runtime. Hardware is expensive. AI systems can fail unpredictably in physical environments where mistakes are costly. And perhaps most importantly, competition is fierce. Tesla is building Optimus. Agility Robotics is already deploying warehouse humanoids. New startups are emerging constantly, all chasing the same goal: the first scalable humanoid labor force, there is no guarantee that figure wins. But if it does, the impact could be historic, not just automation of tasks, but automation of physical presence itself, a world where labor is no longer tied to the human body, where machines don't just compute, but act. And that brings us to the real question. It is not whether humanoid robots will exist, it is who controls them, and how quickly they become part of everyday life. Because once machines can do what humans do in the physical world, the world itself begins to change.